Hello. Hello. This is my official VIP Kid whiteboard. Yeah, I got one. These were for sale on the website, and you can go to the official VIP Kids store and you can find your own. This one was $10 plus $5 shipping. So I like it. It's a lot like sturdier than the dollar store one. This is my dollar store one. I thought it was a little smaller, but it's actually about the same exact size. Like totally same exact size. So this one's cool. I like it. I used it today for the first time. And so, it's a little bit firmer. I don't honestly know if it's worth $10, but it says VIP Kid on it. So there you go. So I used it today, and I saw that my friend Micah from the Health VIP Kid Health and Wellness, he did a cute little video about it. I would have never probably bought the thing, except that he did the video, and I thought, well, for $10, I'll try it. So I got the whiteboard, and I also got a VIP Kid official shirt. My problem is it's a little bit too low on the apples. I was kind of wishing it was up here because most of my classes today, you could not even see the apples. So, I don't know. I think next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just get the iron on, and I'm going to get my own shirt, and I'm going to iron it on myself so that I can get the placement how I want to get it. So welcome to my channel, and thank you for coming. And if you would like to communicate with me, you can type in the chat box. And if you're new, I know there's some people from my iPad group that might come into the live. And if you're new, then if we have a lot of people, if you type in capitals, then I can tell that you're talking directly to me. And if you want to talk to each other, that's fine. I just wanted to mention here today that my name is Cindy, obviously. I do have an iPad group on Facebook for iPad users, and that is for people that might use iPads for teaching. It might be for if you just use it as a backup, just being ready with an iPad if you need it. There have been a lot of people that I have spoken to that have used the iPad in a pinch. I think that recently they're doing some upgrades to the app and everything, and there are some issues that people are having, and so it's good if we have a backup. I had one class today. I had 8 classes altogether today, and I had one class that it was a level 1, and the parent was sitting right there, and they said that they could not see the slide. So I was doing like a letter, and they could not see where to trace the letter. Hello, Heather. They couldn't see where to trace the letter, and so there were 2 times during the class that the slide, they said they couldn't see the page. And at one point I was using my computer, so at one point I switched the you can switch the teacher square to make it onto the big square. Hello, Kim. And so I switched my picture to the big square, and they said they couldn't see me, but they could see the page. So that was really weird. So, there was something going on in VIP Kid Land. I was hoping that it would not affect my, class as far as, them thinking that it was me that did it. So I have my coffee here since I'm not, in my classroom. I hope you guys don't mind if I drink coffee. Wow, Heather. Oh, that is so hard to do classes when you're sick. Yeah. Wow. Did you guys see my video of my hike that I took on Thursday? Thursday, we took a hike and it was beautiful weather the day before, beautiful weather the day after. But the day of the hike, it was raining. And I had kind of begged to go on this little hike. I really wanted to go. I'm glad I went, but part of the time I was like, you wanted to go on this hike. And it was not pleasant. So, fortunately I'm not sick. Like I am in pain from the hike. My legs hurt. I'm standing right now. I stood and taught 8 classes today and it went pretty well, but my legs are killing me from the hike and everything. Yeah, it was uh in the middle of the video, I showed there was some stairs and pumpkins, and you look out, that's the top of the mountain, and that was all overcast. So, the whole thing is you want to get to the top and you want to see the beautiful view, but it was completely overcast. You couldn't see anything. So that was kind of a little bit of a letdown. But I did make it to the top and I did make it all the way down, and it was good exercise. And I'm glad I got out of the school and everything like that. So I did have a few things I wanted to talk about. Okay, one thing was I just wanted random. I see a lot of people on the different groups and they'll talk about makeup. Should we wear makeup? Should we not wear makeup? And um, I wear a little bit. I think that we do have a filter, but I think it does well to, like if you're doing a play and you're like going to be on the stage, usually people wear stage makeup. And so I just kind of feel better with it. But I wear a little bit every day. Like I don't usually go out the house without makeup, without just a little bit. And up here where I live in New Hampshire, when I grew up, most people did not wear makeup. Like it's a no makeup zone. But I do like a little bit. I don't usually wear lipstick when I go out. I usually wear like a lip gloss or something like that. But for the class, I do use a little bit of makeup, but it's not much more than what I normally wear. So the question is, should we or shouldn't we? It really is what you're comfortable doing. If you're comfortable without it and you're fine without it, then it's your prerogative. Um, I don't know. I don't really know why they would put the makeup filter if they didn't think maybe we should wear makeup. But that's just my opinion. So, but it obviously doesn't change your personality in any way. So it's really completely up to you. It's the Chinese parents are usually very conservative. Yes, I agree. They are. And it's not a makeup filter. What is it? What is it? It's what do they call it? Enhancement or something? I don't know. I think it kind of like I have like imperfections on my face. It kind of like washes those right out. Like I have like foundation on or something. I used to not leave the house without it. My parents taught me to always wear it. My husband tells me he loves me no matter. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, it's a teacher IT waiting to happen. What does that mean? Teacher, it does nothing for the appearance. Why would it be a teacher IT waiting to happen? Oh, because of the filter thing? If it doesn't, if they're making it too complicated. That's funny. Yeah, my dad he loved me. He was the best dad in the world. But if I go around and I don't look, if I look washed out and tired, he'll let me know. Maybe that's why I was having problems. Yeah, I don't know if you turn it off, if it makes a difference. I don't know. I don't ever use the filter. Good for you, Heather. You go. You go. Yeah, Yeah, there's a lot I could say about that, but I am on live right now, so I'll stick to generalities. Okay, so I wanted to share something about making your first video. If some people come in here and they're new. I had 3 recruits the last month, and I have one in the works right now. And my daughter is doing well. She is starting to do some different classes right now, so she hasn't been able to teach as much, but she's already within her first week, she's got people rebooking her. I would love to see her classes. I'd like to see a video of her classes, because she was the one that laughed at me this summer when I taught, when we went there to visit. But she's like, hey, it's money, right? And I think she liked it. And you get the 5 apples, and it just spurs you on to do more. So yeah, so she has a few recruits. So we made a little Facebook group for people that maybe they're thinking about becoming a VIPKID teacher, or maybe they just got into it. Like, yeah. So I do have someone who's like in the process, so I want to put them on that group and put some beginning people questions, so they're not just randomly asking questions all over the place, or I'm not answering 10 people at once. Hopefully I'll have 10 people all at the same time that want to sign up eventually, but it's just a little group. And so yeah, so I wanted to talk about making the first video. There are different ways to make your first video. When I made my first video, I just set up my computer and sat in. No, wait a minute. I think we had to do it on our phone, right? Oh, hello, Marie. I think we did it on our phone at the very beginning. I remember Nancy Taylor's video, and she said just videotape it on your phone, and just, you want to say, hello, welcome to VIPKID. My name is such and such. Hello, Marianne. And you want to just say a little bit. Your very intro video is supposed to be like 15 seconds to like 30 seconds. It's not supposed to be long. It's supposed to be a very quick video, very basic introduction. It's not like the 1 minute teaching video type thing. So your original video is an intro video. That's the video that you're going to put up on your portal, and it's going to be when parents scroll through and they see the teacher's pictures, they say, oh, I like that one, and then they watch the video. And from what I've heard, they don't watch a lot of the video. Yeah, Heather. I taught a level 2 interactive, and I wrote back feedback that it wasn't really the greatest. I mean, I didn't have raving views about that. So anyway, I don't even know what I did with my phone. Oh, here it is. So what you're going to do is, if you record it on your phone, you will just go to, oh, I don't know. When you're new, it's going to be a little different. I don't know how they have you upload your video at the beginning, because I think it's different than when I started. My daughter would know. So you're going to record the video, and then you're going to go ahead and upload it onto your portal. You have to have a good profile photo, 2 other photos that are good photos of you, maybe in good scenery or with family or with other kids type of thing. And so you need 3 pictures, and you also need a intro video. It's only 15 seconds. Now, misspelling on one of the slides. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. And so you are going to just do that intro video. There are a lot of intro videos on the YouTube. I also put mine up. My most recent one I put up. Everyone thumbs up. I see 2 thumbs up. Thank you. And so you can go ahead and work on that. Now, what I do, there are 2 different ways of doing it. If you have an iPhone, you can go to iMovie, and you can actually do like a trailer video. I did that. It has music and everything. And I saw somebody last summer that did it, and she said that it she was fully booked. So I tried it. I don't know if I can find it on here. I tried it. So that was mine for the last several months. It was an iMovie movie trailer. And you go into iMovie and you just plug in pictures of yourself. And I didn't talk at all. At the very first slide, it said, "Hello, welcome to VIPKID, teacher Cindy." And then it just went through pictures, and it said like different things, like if you someone who can do the job. If you need someone to do the job, just get teacher Cindy. It was like a spy movie type trailer. So that is an option. And I had that for like the last, I don't know, 6 months at least. And I just changed it. This time I did use my computer, but I used iMovie again. And I took short videos of myself all in one day. Like I took a bunch of pictures, a bunch of little videos with puppets and different things. And then I went to iMovie, I plugged it all in, and then I shortened every single clip until it was less than like 30 seconds. So you guys are really chatting it out there. I don't know if you're actually listening to me, but I'll keep talking. So the intro video is a pretty good big deal, but you don't have to overthink it. Be yourself. My daughter Julie, hers is basically just she's just saying, "Hello, my name is Julie. I'm excited about teaching your child in my classroom," something like that. It's just a 15-second. She didn't do any fancy things or anything. And it's great, so everybody's different. You don't have to make it. Some people, I've seen their videos and they have like the manny cam and things are popping up everywhere, and it's impressive and I love it, but it's not, not everybody is going to be doing that. I will mention today, I don't know, Evelyn's not here. She might watch this later, but in my video that I did for my intro, I had this puppet, and this puppet I got the other day because some of the teachers in my school were giving it away. So we have a free table, and I grabbed it for free. I beat you, Evelyn. I got this one for free. So this one, and it has cheer. It was just so weird how I got it. And like within the next couple days, I had somebody sign up and I had the word cheer. It worked out perfectly. And so, but I held this up for a little kid today, a boy. He was really young. He could hardly even talk, never mind speak English. He couldn't even pronounce words. So I thought, oh, I'll get the puppet and go, yay. But for the ABC song, I was going to do the puppet, and he just clammed up. Like, oh yeah, he knows the ABCs. And then he clammed up, and the mom was off to the side, and she's like, he's scared of the puppet. So be careful, the really little ones, they could be scared, but this is awesome, isn't it? Yeah, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I have this puppet in my intro video, so I hope I don't scare off the little level ones. So, oh yeah, that's good, Heather. Give me an M. Give me an M. M. Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Thank you for the tip. Yeah, I have another one. Here's a boy one. I have this one. I haven't used this one yet, but this one has a dog on it. Yeah. So a teacher was giving these away. Can you imagine that? Yeah. So I'm happy I've got these. And I saw Evelyn had a video about some puppets that she got off of off of like the Facebook Marketplace. And so I typed in puppets, and the exact puppets that she got for like $10 were being sold where I live too. So maybe they were on sale at some point and people picked them up, never used them. I don't know, but it was really funny. I had a kid who shockingly said Chef Alfredo, my puppet's name, perfectly. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, this kid was really young, and it was the first time I had him in my class. And, he could not pronounce words, like, never mind saying words correctly. I mean, he couldn't even pronounce words. So it was interesting, but, I smiled a lot. We had fun. And I just figured, hey, he's young. He's just starting out, and his parents want him exposed to English, and eventually, he'll be fine. But it was just, it wasn't something you have to kind of roll with it when they're really little. You don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. Sometimes they fall asleep. Sometimes they don't know how to speak. So you just roll with it. So that was another thing I wanted to talk about today. I have no idea what I was going to say about that. I guess I put system, and I wanted to just mention that. Um, oh, thank you, Heather. Yes, this right here is a tapestry from Lowe's. And a friend of mine, I had the bird one, and then I went to Lowe's and I saw this one. I really liked it. She loves those tapestries, and so I got this one. I've been liking it. I think it looks kind of cool. When I'm in the VIPKID classroom, my background's a little bit smaller, so you don't see as much of the edges. So it's kind of like the perfect size. Yeah. I am collecting these, I'm telling you. This one was only a little over $8, and I love it. The $8, yeah. So this one was $8, and it's reusable, and I like it. I think if I got I have a winter one I have picked out that I'm probably going to try and get. And so, yeah, there's a wide variety. There are some that cost more, but if you go in and say, I'm just going to pick from the lower priced ones or wait till they go on sale, you can order them online too. You can go online and to Lowe's online and order them. And so they had a lot of different ones. And so on this side, I have my tapestry thing, and I'm still working on this side. This has my magnetic thing in the back, but I don't always use the magnetic because I use sticky tack, and I'm standing right now, but I can rearrange my thing. I have a my portable desk, or what do you call it? Adjustable desk. I have this drawer thing right here. This was from Teacher Danny, this idea. And then I have a little box thing, and then there's my computer. So it works really well. So when I want to sit down, I just remove this box thing and put it off to the side. And so I can change it out in between a 5-minute break. Within a couple minutes, I can change it out if I need to. And I was going to actually for this live, but then I decided I'm okay. So yeah, I'm just like in pain from my hike. And then, but sometimes when you sit and you pull yourself, you're too confined, it makes it all worse. Michael's Joanne sells them with a coupon. Ooh, good idea. Yeah. Okay, I'll be looking for you guys. Yeah. I'll be looking for the creative things. I mean, I just love it because it's got a lot of stuff to it. It's got seasonal, but it's also like, I'm from New England and we have a lot of farm, and this truck is so popular right now, and sunflowers are in, pumpkins are in, and it's just great. So One more thing I wanted to talk about today was assessments. Okay, some people, I've been getting a lot of comments that I see assessments, and in my iPad group, we realize that we can't, um, you can't do the assessment like here's your picture and here's your assessment on the side and assess it during the class. But the thing is, I have never done that because I don't like to be over here reading the question and then talking to the student. And so it makes it kind of hard. Most students that I've had will fly through the assessment. They do fine. They get all the points, and I have no problem. So I'll keep a little notepad if I'm going through and my student is struggling maybe on certain questions, and I will just kind of quickly on the side write on a piece of paper so then I can go and if it's a regular class, I have taught a lot of level 3. If it's a regular class, you can't save and X out. Okay. My assessment said my lighting was too bright. Funny, I knew it. Okay. Marie she is going through the process. She's not quite signed up yet. So she's one of my referrals. So we've been working together for the last few weeks. So let's see. I wish in a regular class they would automatically save like the assessments. Yeah. 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 On the iPad, there are some quirks that are different. But like when I did 1,000 classes with the iPad, I just got used to the routine. The problem is when you go from computer to iPad or from iPad to computer, then you have to figure out what the differences are. And so I just wanted to say that when you go to the assessment, okay, here you have your student, you do the assessment. Um, maybe have a little piece of paper next to you that you'll kind of make some notes for yourself for later. I also wanted to say that you need to look at the actual question because you don't have to be, this isn't like, this is my opinion, but they're not going anywhere with this. We are teaching them English. The assessment is to guide their family, maybe their LP or whatever. It is not a placement test. It's not an SAT or ACT or, what if I mess up and give them a point and they really didn't get a point? Or what if I don't give them a point? I think it would be better to give them more points than to give them fewer points. Like, I don't think we need to be really majorly strict with it. I think that the points are a guide. So if you have a student and they're like totally getting nothing, then obviously that needs to be part of the assessment. But I mean, if you guided them to the right answer, like sometimes I'll guide them to the right answer. The light turns on, they get it. So then I will erase the page and I'll do it again, and then I'll give them all the points. So I think that they depend on this to determine the school they get into. Well, they depend on the English, but the assessment itself, this assessment, if they're in level 1 and we are assessing them according to what's on that page, it's not going to be like, do you go to school or not? It's going to be the part that they're really learning is, do they know English? Can they speak English? Can they speak in a complete sentence? That kind of thing. Yes, I understand that this English is important to them, but I'm just saying each assessment, we don't have, I mean, they have English in their own school, and their teacher there is going to know where they're at English wise. I'm not saying just give them all the points and don't like be careful about it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you know I don't know. That's just my opinion, is that we don't have to be completely sweating it. So what I do is if they're flying through it, they're doing fine. I have no problem, after class doing the assessment. Okay. If I feel like today I had a student who was like, sometimes he got the question, sometimes he didn't. And what I'm going to do is wait till the class converts, and then I will pull the class up, and you can watch the class in double speed. So I can go through each question and I can watch in double speed. I can even stop and rewind and make sure that I assess correctly, because this student was, I really feel like he could have done better, like he had the ability to do better, but he wasn't really answering the questions. So in that case, I would say go back and, you know, make sure you do it accurately, because somebody might say, why didn't you read today? Why weren't you reading those questions? Why didn't, I don't know, but it is autumn, mid-autumn festival. So sometimes when we get the kids, they're tired or they've done all these different things, they're off schedule, they might not be into it at that moment. So sometimes I will go back and I will rewatch the video. And I love the double speed because I can just put it on double speed and it cracks me up. And I will watch it double speed and I'll just kind of go through and make sure that the assessment is what, what I think it should be. But that's the other thing. If the LP is really concerned about the student, they can go back and watch the video. They can go back and see, how the student actually did. That could, if you're just giving them all the points, that could be a reflection on you. But, that's just my opinion. Like when we go through, and some of the questions do say, student answer these questions with teacher guidance or with teacher assistance. And so we can keep that in mind when we do the assessments. That's kind of what I wanted to talk about. With the iPad, you cannot have these questions next to you. I'm on the computer right now. I never understood why we are so ostracized from their public school teachers. I wish we knew what their public school teachers think or say they need work on. Yeah, that would be a good. But I feel like I don't know. Somebody could correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like we are here to get them through the lesson, do the best we can, get them to speak as much as they can, correct their speaking. And there are times like we talk about adjectives, we talk about the older kids, you do separable verbs and inseparable verbs. That was kind of confusing to me. But like I feel like they need to know how to use those. But I feel like we are not really their official teacher. And as much as we want to be, we are sort of being used by them. We're being used because we have the English speaking, what do you call it? Native accent. So I just feel like I am with you, Marie. However, the good thing is the student can't see the notes. Yeah. So I just feel like we are here to do what our company wants us to do, and that's all the involvement they want us to have. I mean, they don't want us to be their teacher, honestly. I'm sorry to have to say that, but they're not asking us as Americans to completely evaluate them. They're not signing them up with us. They could go from one teacher to the other all night long, and that's just the truth. So we just do the best we can. We help them to speak. We present the correct pronunciations, and I think that's all China wants from us. So that's just my thing. And then when we do the assessments, they can also um, go back and they can look at the video. If they're getting no points, then the LP can go back and say, what did you do? But they probably, I don't know if they really would, but hello, Danny. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. So we talked a little bit about puppets. One of my students was scared of my puppet today, my cheerleader puppet. We talked a little bit about your intro video. Oh, thank you. I threw this on. I shared with everyone that I got the official VIPKID whiteboard. And I also got the official VIPKID shirt, but I don't really like the placement of the apples. I wish it was up here more because it wasn't even, nobody could see it during my class. It just was like I had a gray shirt on. Yeah. So, and then I talked a little bit about the assessments, and my thing is just, I guess my thing was that I don't think that we should worry about being ultra strict with the assessment. That's my opinion. I also shared that if I don't ever do the assessment during class because I feel like this is the class we're speaking. I help them. I will help them through the assessment. If I really feel like they can't do it or something, I do take off points. But if I can't remember how the class went, I always wait for the playback and I will watch the playback on double speed and then I will assess it that way. I don't ever assess it during class because I don't like to like read the question and trying to figure everything out and then talk to the kid because I teach levels all the way 1 all the way to level 7. I'm not going to remember every single lesson, every single assessment. And so that's how I do it. And it works for me. So today I had a student and she loved my Hello Kitty reward. So I pulled these out today again. And I wanted to, I always like to share something a little unusual, maybe that everyone else hasn't really shared. But this is something I pull out if the kid really doesn't want to talk and I need to kind of demonstrate. Can you hear it? So, hello. So it has a little button on the back and you can turn it on and turn it off. So this thing, my kid, one of my old boy that's off to college now, he got this as a like one of those white elephant gifts for Christmas, and he was going to throw it away. This was before VIPKID, and I grabbed it. I'm like, surely I could use that for something, and then I joined VIPKID, and yeah, it was. I've used it quite a bit. Yeah, it would be definitely thrown out if I couldn't turn it off. Oh, yeah. So it's great. You just have to remember if you're on the headset to put it near the microphone. So it works out. It's really cute. Yeah, I pull that out and the kids just it makes them smile. And it also demonstrates the parroting thing, but it can't really answer questions. The little ones that sometimes I have a hard time with and them answering questions because they'll just keep wanting to repeat after me instead of answering the question. So this morning I had 8 classes. I had 4 last night. My last one of the night last night was a no-show. And tonight I have 4 in a row. Sunday, I had 1 canceled, so I'm hoping that will fill with a short notice. We'll see what happens. But Sundays, I was doing 4 or 5. I whittled it down to 3. So I don't know. I might end up taking Sundays off just because my weekends are kind of busy. But during the week, I'm actually only doing about 2 to 3 classes um, per day. So I am going to just look at my schedule. Yeah, so my schedule for next week, I had more, and then some of them are gone in and out. But like I have Monday and Tuesday. Monday had 2 and 1 canceled, so I opened 2 more, so maybe one of those will fill. So I'd really like to do like 2 per day. Um, Usually I get 8 on Saturday, and I have 2 that canceled, and then I have 4 on Sunday, and I have 3 Friday night and 3 Saturday night. So I don't know if I'll do like a 3 to 4 on Friday and Saturday is what I can do. During the summer, I was trying to take Fridays and Saturdays off, but now that I'm back to school, I wanted to catch up by doing Fridays and Saturdays. Oh, the other thing I wanted to talk about, have you guys looked at your uh, class numbers? Does anybody have anything to say about that? This was really interesting because mine says 1755. I already got a badge for 2,000 classes before the glitch. A couple days ago, I got rebadged. Oh, I got rebadged, and then I got an email because I have a person who's in the referral process, and it says she forwarded her letter from VIPKID, and it says, since your teacher has over 2,000 classes, like 2012 classes, she can help you with the next step. So I was like, well, they know that I've taught 2,000. So what is this? Let's see. Thank you, Heather. Appreciate you coming and listening. I have 9 on Sunday back to back. I hope I feel better by then. Yes, I hope so. Yes, they are wrong. They removed all supplemental classes. They are including them in the insights. I am so mad they removed the supplemental from our total count. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, it's just weird because it doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that? You say it's included in insights, but my insights on the app are still under 2,000. It will affect certifications and raises because I do level 7 too, and that's a big deal. It can't though. It can't affect anything, or I'm going to cry. They do not want to see me cry. It's not included in the insights. I didn't see it included anywhere. And that's why I'm asking people, because I'm like, at first when it happened, I wasn't worried about it. I'm like, oh, there's a glitch. It's, not a big deal. And then it keeps going on and on and on. So I'm like, should I send in a ticket? But yeah, why would anybody want to do supplementals if it's not included in their their number? That's stupid. So maybe they'll just add them in at some point. Yeah, maybe they'll just add them in at some point and they'll tell us what's going on. But yeah, I'm not happy because I had over 2,000. The funny thing is, I had over 2,000. I got the badge, and I had over 2,000, but they didn't give me the badge. When they took away the 250, then they gave me the badge. So now I do have my 19th badge, which is 2,000 classes, but on my portal it says I've only done 1,750. So somewhere they have the right number, because they gave the badge of 2,000. The letter to my referral says I have over 2,000. But the thing is, how am I going to keep track? Like, I don't keep track of the number. I just watch. I watch regularly to make sure the number goes up and the last classes were paid for. but I don't like keep a tally of all my classes. I count on the app. So I don't know. I was thinking it could get confusing when it's, what if you're like 5 classes off for the race and you don't know it? And it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of have a feeling they'll fix it somehow, but crazy. So anyway, well, at least we're all in the same boat. But I definitely want to make sure I get those classes because, like I said, level 7, one class counts as one. But I was told when it gets to be the raise, it counts as 2. So I don't really do that many level 7s, but it doesn't matter. What if you're 10 down and you have 10 level 7s, and that's the difference between 10 classes for you to get your raise? And it's not even the money as much as it is your accomplishment, When you work for something, and we work hard, you don't want it taken away. So that's it. So thank you all for coming and thank you for listening. I have done a ton of phonics now that's gone. That is really weird. But I don't think it's gone, Heather. I'm sure they're going to fix it. They can't just tell us we didn't work. If they paid us, they can't tell us that we didn't work. Seriously. I mean, we worked and it is a class. I don't know. And sometimes those phonics classes, I'm telling you, those are harder. Those are harder than a regular main course class that you have the student somewhat regular and they kind of know what they're doing. The phonics is like, I've had all different types of kids. Like I've had kids that this is way too easy, and I've had kids that like have no clue. Like this is really hard. They really need this phonics class, but they need more than this phonics class. So I'm going to think positively. I'm going to think, it's going to be okay. We're going to figure it out. Maybe they're going to put another number on the portal and they're going to say this many main courses, this many supplementals. And then you add them together for the raise. Maybe that's what they're working on. Let's think positive thoughts for VIPKID. So thank you all for coming, Heather. I hope you feel better like in a couple hours. I am going to go because I have a lot to do today. And thank you all for watching and happy Mid-Autumn Festival. And I hope you watched my mooncake video. It was really fun to make mooncake video with my son. And I've had this up all day for the Autumn Festival, and I've had some really cute kids today, and they've had fun with Mid-Autumn Festival. Some of them, though, they tell me they just stay home. They say, we just stayed home. We didn't go anywhere. We're too busy. I have too much homework. So, but they're always happy. I think all of my kids, I'm pretty sure all of my kids have eaten mooncakes because I will ask them. But none of my students had their parents make the mooncakes. Every single student I asked bought their mooncakes. So I don't know. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to leave now too, and you have a great day. Get a lot of rest. Take it easy when you have to, and I will see you next time. Thank you.